Look at that case. Have you seen the case that just came out in the news in the last few days about that white woman that stabbed her black boyfriend to death and then like went to a couple bars?
Okay, wait a second. I remember people talked about it for a while and then it kind of disappeared. And so it's back. Well, what happened? What's the latest?
Let me see if I can pull it up. Hang on. It is really weird. She's an Instagram influencer.
Of course she is.
Of course she is. And I think she does OnlyFans model as well. Mm-hmm. So allegedly, this woman, Courtney Clenny, stabbed and killed her black boyfriend in Miami last weekend. Now the authorities are weighing whether to bring charges against the woman. Family, friends, and neighbors are torn about this around the circumstances surrounding the death, noting the couple had a sometimes abusive relationship. So it doesn't even sound like they're disputing that she killed him. They're just disputing why, and they kind of had a tumultuous relationship. He's a Nigerian American. He was pronounced dead at the local hospital. She was questioned, but not arrested. And then apparently TMZ depicted a woman standing outside a luxury apartment building that was covered in blood while talking to the police for a bit before being detained. Shortly after her detention, she was put on suicide watch after threatening to take her own life, which means she has to be held up to 72 hours, and then proceeded to apparently go out after that. I find the case very weird. I think it's a problematic case because allegedly the African-American gentleman who is dating her apparently used to post anti-Black female quotes, and she was noted as saying that she only dates rich Black guys. So I guess the family is questioning why the Black community has not rallied quicker around this. His name is Christian Tobechukwu Obemsele, by the way. Everybody who is murdered deserves the dignity of their name being said. So I find it weird. You know, they got video of her saying not only does she date only rich guys, she only dates Black guys. And then she clarified rich Black guys.
Mm-hmm.
So she was on some shit like that. And then allegedly, Black Twitter, allegedly they're pulling up receipts that he was talking about Black women in a derogatory way. And that basically he is very pro-white himself. He has allegedly posted tweets back in 2011 through 2013 saying that Black girls were a disgrace to themselves. He was tired of Black girls in his government class. Why is there always that one ghetto Black boy in the back talking throughout class? I love white people. White girls wearing white booty shorts everywhere. That's what I like.
You would think people would learn not to post these things at some fucking point in time. And I get it. He's dead. He can't defend himself.
Right. And it was a long time ago. I'm sure he was a teenager then. I give people a pass. Justin Bieber. Everybody loves Justin Bieber, but he has been known as a teenager to say some ill shit about Black people and say some ill shit about Black women and, joking around about killing enough Black people that he was in the Klan or some tongue in cheek. And he apologized and said he was a little idiot when he was younger. And I accept that. I think everybody who's been a teenager has said some ill shit. Again, I'm always more of a pattern of behavior kind of person. Nonetheless, that also gives me an indication about you, right? I know I have a piece of information about you. Whether that turns into a nugget of information or not will depend on your pattern of behavior over time. But I'm pretty dismissive of ill shit people say as teenagers because you're an idiot as a teenager. What do I expect?
Wow. Yeah. So I guess they haven't brought her in because she's claiming that it's self-defense.
Right. Although rumor has it she stabbed him while he was sleeping. So we'll see how this story plays out. I mean, I don't really have hope in these cases. I mean, look at the case with the Theranos chick, right? She got found guilty of defrauding Theranos, which was a company that claimed to have invented a blood machine that was able to diagnose illnesses in your blood, basically in a machine that you could pretty much carry, right, with one drop of your blood. And it turns out the entire thing from start to scratch was a fraud, including using fake machines and putting their name Theranos on it to make it look like the fake machines were their machines. I mean, just shady as fuck the whole way around. She was found guilty of 4 out of 11 charges, primarily the charges that accused her of defrauding investors. She wasn't really found guilty on any of the charges that said she defrauded customers who used the machine and was misdiagnosed. So it remains to be seen whether she'll be sentenced to jail time. She just had a baby. She is now married to a multimillionaire. and seems to be doing okay with her life.
Of course.
I find it disgusting that someone like her can accomplish no college degree, Stanford dropout, did not create the product, somehow raised almost $1 billion in investment funds,
Billions,
lost 900 million of investment money, and somehow came up and still isn't in jail. And I think that's what made the Ketanji Brown nomination such a historic moment, specifically for Black women and women of color, because we know we have to pretty much levitate in order to be equivalent to a mediocre somebody else. And that shit gets exhausting. Case in point.